throw it out there. What is wrong with same-sex marriage from a biblical perspective?
Most fundamentally, it's not marriage. We need to remember that because we constantly hear same-sex marriage, same-sex marriage. We need to remind ourselves in God's sight, in terms of what he intended, what he ordained, it's not marriage. Just like A, B, C, D is not math and 2 + 2 = 4 is not spelling, a man plus a man or a woman plus a woman is not marriage. What God established at the foundation is that he created the human race in his image, male and female, he created them. We each reflect his image. The two coming together complement that and bring a full expression of God's image. It happens.
We have picked one definition out of the Bible for marriage and decided that that is the ultimate definition of marriage. However, I remind you that God also ordained that a man may have many wives and many concubines. So if we're going to defend one man, one woman, then we need to defend one man and many women. Also, the Bible also does stipulate that a Midianite or Canaanite virgin captured in the wars that Moses fought can be taken home to be your wife, and that is akin to sexual slavery, so we need to defend sexual slavery as well. Not to mention the Bible does specifically state that a woman is to submit herself to her man or to her husband in all things, and that does not exclude sex. So therefore it is not rape if she is your wife. So if we're going to defend the meaning of marriage, the meanings of marriage as depicted in the Bible, we need to defend those too.
What's wrong with it from a societal perspective?
Well, we first have to remember that God set things up in a good way for a good reason. So even if someone doesn't believe in God, if they violate fundamental laws he sets up, it doesn't help, it hurts. Now let's think about society. Why does our society even get involved in marriage? Society doesn't tell you who you can date. The government doesn't tell you who you can hold hands with walking down the street. So why does the government get involved? Society conveys benefits on marriage because marriage conveys benefits on society. What are those benefits? Procreation of children for the next generation. It doesn't mean that every couple is able to conceive, but male and female are the only ones with the potential to conceive, reproduce, and then to join that next generation with a mother and father, which is the best nurturing system and setup for society. When kids are fatherless or motherless or two dads, two moms, it does not equal a mom and dad. So the only reason the government gets involved with this and even cares is because it has an interest in the next generation, it has an interest in stable families, it has an interest in the well-being of children. That's why government gets involved. So what God established is also the only thing that society's recognized. And let's remember, there have been homosexual relationships for generations, for centuries, for millennia.
Right.
No one thought of calling it marriage. In the ancient Greek world, in Jesus' day, it was very common for homosexual relations with men and boys and men and men. No one thought of calling it marriage because marriage remains something else. When gay activists want to redefine marriage, it fundamentally changes everything in the society.
There are so many fallacies in that very short segment, I barely even know where to begin. First off, I'm not aware of any natural law or magical spell upon us that says we can only procreate within a marriage. That is, of course, an erroneous belief. Second, if we're going to say that a child needs a mother and a father and that is best for society, then we need to hurry up and get busy removing all of these poor children outside of single-parent homes. That is, after all, the best benefit for society. Now, when you say that they never thought about calling it marriage, well, you are totally, completely incorrect. There are societies, and have been societies, starting with certain Native American tribes and certain African pre-colonial tribes, who did honor same-sex marriage. And as far as redefining marriage, I remind you once again, as I pointed out earlier in this video, that the Christian faith has indeed redefined marriage more than one time throughout its existence.